Good day, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. I hope you had a great weekend. If I didn't get a chance to say hello to you yesterday, it is wonderful to see you all. Today is going to be interesting. I hope. I don't know if it's going to be good, but it's going to be interesting. Let's go ahead, take care of some introductions. And hello, everybody. My name is Shawn. I am a photographer. I am based in Germany. Hopefully, wherever you are watching this, you can see a Linktree link within the description, and it will take you to every place I am on the interwebs. And it looks like this. If you'd like to share your work with me, give me comments. You can join my Discord from here. Other than that, you can find me every place else. From there, if you are watching this on YouTube or Twitch, like, subscribe, follow. I'm sorry I have to do this every time. It just has to be done. It helps the channel. If you're on Behance and you'd like to subscribe to me from there, feel free. You can always buy me a cup of joe if you like what I do. That's enough about me. That's the same intro as always. So, jumping over to the Discord, if you are new to my Discord, just so you know, we've got a few of the major channels for you. Under the text channels, we have your photos to edit. So, if you have photos that you would like to see how I would edit them, you can post them there. And when I have enough of them, I will do a live stream of how I would edit your unedited photos. We have the regular stream chat. We've got community artwork, like Elena's beautiful work. So good. And then we also have project feedback. So if you have a project, let it be wherever you post your projects and you'd like some feedback, you're more than welcome to post it there and I will take a look at it live. Also, we have a shop links. So this is a channel just for shop links. That's it. So this is a place if you want to support other artists. General hello there. If you want to support other artists, you can come in here and, as Sandrine says, clicks matter. So just popping in and checking out somebody's work, like Sandrine, mine. We've got Lady Jane, Penny Doodles, Elena, more from Penny Doodles, Caroline. You can check out all the artists' artwork throughout the community. General, how are you? I hope you're having a great day and or had a great weekend. I hope. It's always good to see you over on the YouTube. Okay, so today's going to be interesting. Some of you may be in Europe, some of you may not. Some of you may have heard about it from wherever you're at. But there's some major droughts happening and heat waves for the last few months, 2.5 months now? 2 months? 2.5. Caroline, hello. Hope you're well. I'm doing okay, Caroline. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. Always wonderful to see you. So I decided I wanted to capture the Rhine. The Rhine is at its lowest level, and it's not beauty, it's for documentation. So it's almost photojournalism type. I'm just trying to capture what it's like. So that's what we're going to be working on today. Hopefully it's interesting. Hopefully. So let's jump over into Lightroom Classic. And let me switch sides here. Turn off my lower thirds. There we go. Okay, so I have my card plugged in. Coming down here. Come on now, there you go. Coming down to the bottom, we are going to import. So let me close this down really quick. Let's import, and it's going to bring up everything on my cards. Now, you're going to see up here at the top that I have new photos, okay? Now, what Photoshop is doing is it is trying to put together the photos, the titles of the photos that are in Photoshop, or excuse me, in Lightroom Classic, and saying, hey, you've already uploaded these. So they're using the title. Now, I turn them into DNGs. As you can see, I'm shooting Nikon, so they are NEFs. So it does not recognize any of all of these photos that I've uploaded. It doesn't recognize it. So I have to do it manually. So let's come down here to the bottom. Let's select the first one, holding Shift, select the next one, hit the check mark. They're all checked. Now we need to tell them what we want. Build preview standard. I'm happy with that. Don't import suspected duplicates. Let me switch sides again. I'm not worried about that. Blast. General. Blast what? Are you shooting me? Do you mean pew pew pew? Or are you saying blast like blast it? Second copy, absolutely not. Add to a collection. I'm gonna do that manually. Okay, so we're gonna do a rename, and let's call this our Rhine _26. So we know what it is. That you have to, blast it, that I have to do it manually. It's okay. As long as you understand, sorry for the caps, yeah, inside voice. As long as you understand what is happening, it's no big deal. If you don't understand and you're like, I don't know how many photos I have, 300 photos maybe here, and you don't understand why it's not, it can be frustrating. General would use the force. The force is just a fancy name for AI, right? And I don't mean Illustrator. Let the fights begin. Ding, ding. I just got an unfollow report to YouTube. Look how red I am. I'm laughing too hard. Okay, we renamed it. We don't want to add any development settings. We do want to add my copyright, even though it says 2025, I've updated it to 2026. And if you have any questions about that, we can always talk about it. Just let me know. Don't underestimate the force. General, considering I've never heard you speak, we could make up voices for you. We could. Okay. Keywords. All right. 2026. Drought. River. Rhine. We've got Germany, of course. Ostrichwinkel. And that might be a good start. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, where are we going to put it? Now, let's jump into here. Let's go into Germany. Now, my workflow, the way I work is I create some raw files. So as you can see here, I've got this 2026 raw. Now I know I'm never going to touch that raw file. Okay, it has all of the images that are from my region from 2026. I'm not going to move them. I'm not going to touch them. I'm not going to edit them. So I can dump them all into one folder and just be content. Just there you go. I'm happy. Just put the raws there, and when if I'm ready to export it, that's when I start going in and organizing and getting file folders and all that good stuff. Okay, so we've got that. As you can see up here at the top, I have copy as DNG, so it's going to copy to a new location and import and convert to a DNG. And we are ready to go. So now I can go ahead and hit import. It's not a lot of photos, not a lot. Wipe them out, all of them. Or wait, we're doing voices for general. Wipe them out, all of them. That was like a little old lady. Wipe them all out. Oh, Lord, I'm gonna get in trouble today. I'm freaking ornery. I'm gonna tell you right now, I am freaking ornery. I am gonna be dishing it out today. If anybody. Whoa. Okay, as you can see, it said eject the card after it was imported. So it's ejected. I'm gonna go over there and grab the card out, and just to double check, let's come down here, and now I only have one external hard drive there, so that's good. All right, so give me a quick second while it's converting to a DNG. I'll be right back. That's still low. Ooh, gosh, sorry, I hit my mic. Is that better, General? Eject. Now that sounds like what's his name from Star Trek. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. All right, for those of you that do not know, I am using the XQD. It's a Sony XQD card. It writes at 400 megabits a second. And it's got a special little card reader. These things are spendy. General says, okay, hold on. This is gonna hurt my voice. Star Trek. Never heard of it. That one's not good. That wasn't good. No. Okay, we are ready to go. We have our images. They are imported. Everything's been renamed. We're good. I'm going to hold shift. We're going to select all the images, make sure that they're selected. And let's go ahead and let's see what we've got here. We could put this into nature, go higher. You're going to make me do like Bohemian Rhapsody. Okay, Germany. Let's see if I've got a Rhine. I do have a Rhine. So we have 783 photos in there. I can grab the photo. Very important to grab the photo and not the border. We can grab the photo, and this is going to bring them all in and just dump them right there onto the Rhine, and we are good to go. So let's go ahead, check these out now that we've got everything set up. I'm gonna do a little talking before we try to do any editing for this, because I find this interesting. So there has been here you can see the ferry in the background. Let's even take it. Come on now. Oh, you are upsetting me right now. There we go. Okay, you can see the ferry. Now, at this location where this ferry is, it's over 1 kilometer wide when there's water. So high that all the dogs in the neighborhood can hear you. Up here in this tower, right there, you see that up there? They have tigers. They have tigers. All right, so this is the route that the ferry takes from this side, comes across, scoops around here, scoops around the outside of this yellow buoy, and docks to the right. They have a front loader scoop that is so low, and it's not a big one. It's a small one. Yes, tigers. 1 kilometer? I see you have learned a new unit. No, I've just read that. I don't know how far 1 kilometer is. Not a clue. No. I know 100 kilometers is 60 miles. Thus, 100 kilometers an hour is 60 miles an hour. So, I guess with that logic, then it would be 1/6 of a mile. Yeah, they actually up there. I think I tried to bring the photos up once. Okay, hold on. I guarantee it's not on this drive, but let me see if I can bring this up. I've tried to do this before. Huh. Oh. Okay. I didn't take them tigers? That's weird. Yeah, I'm not going to try to find them. That's going to take forever. Anyway, they are... Let's get back to here. The tigers, I think they have like 4 or 5 of them. And they're held in a special cage. And if you go at a certain time, you can go... It's like there's a cage and then an internal walkway and then a cage. And they have one area in which it opens up and you can take photos and not have the cage there, but I know how to do that without that. It's sad. I don't know the story, but by the basic account, seeing these 4 or 5 tigers in these cage, it's sad. But you can go learn about tigers. So I guess that's a good thing. Okay. So one of the things that they've done is they've had to bring out a front-loading scooper to keep the waterways clear. Now, on the opposite side, where the ferry is, that's the deepest part of the Rhine. So that is where any riverboat travel is happening. Did I take a photo? Riverboat. The cargo. I did not. Okay. Anyway, that's where the riverboats, if they are allowed, because right now it's so low that they either have to be specially designed boats, and these are cargo ships I'm talking about. I'm not talking about boats. These are cargo ships hauling oil, coal, whatever it is. The big old boxes. So they have special designed boats for low water, or they have to have a specific weight load. They can't go over a specific weight load, and so it's like half capacity or even less, I don't know. So that's where the ships go. Now, over in this area that you see here, they don't drudge that. It's not a shipping lane. And if from this point here, where you see this bar here in the middle, to all the way down to the end, there's actually this area the water would be flowing through. And it's so low that it's not flowing, obviously. So here, they actually have to bring in a front loader to drudge the mud out so that the ferry can keep running. The last time it was almost this low, not as much because this is record low, but last time they just stopped the ferry. They're like, yep, no ferry. So that's kind of what we're looking at to begin with, just to kind of give you an update. As you can see here, hey Dator, how you doing? I'm standing. We're talking 6-7 feet down to the water level from where I'm standing. And just that you can see how long that it has been a drought. It's been down, that we have all this vegetation growing. And over here you can see, where they're dumping some of the mud. And again, here's the path. You can see down here, here's the path, person on a bike right there to give you perspective. And the water is all the way down there. No ferry for you, come back 1 year. Yes. Caroline says, hi Dator on Twitch. Dator says, watching some minutes to you and then I will going out. Okay. Well, thank you for stopping in. I always love it when people drop in, even if it's just for a hello. You don't have to feel like you have to stick around. I appreciate that you're here. In fact, just for funs, this is for you, Dator, while you're here. Let me find it.
Shawn Kozel is on a stream streak.
I wish my lovely locks bounced like that. Okay. So, yes, you can see how low it is. Usually there is a second ferry, not a barge, excuse me. A second ferry that is docked right here, and they've had to pull that out because it's so low. But the thing that's scary, and you can see here, right here, the dark mud, that is where they're literally digging out and dumping mud using machinery. They're dumping the mud up on the banks. And this dock here has been extended. So you can see the boats, the little party boats. They had to extend this dock and push the main dock out and put like an extension on it so it could stay in the water. Crazy. Yeah, this is a good spot. You can see the mud that they dug up. And the thing is, I'm always a little scared. Like, I know World War II, bombs are still being found. There's only been one bomb dropped in this stretch that we've been told about. There was an American pilot, and of course, when the Allied forces were coming in and doing bomb raids, Mines Castell is their towns down by Wiesbaden. like 15 minutes away from where I live. They were heavily industrious and for the war effort. And so, of course, the Allied forces were bombing them. And they would use the Rhine River to navigate because both of those cities are on the Rhine. So if you can see the Rhine, you follow the Rhine. And that even today, pilots still use the Rhine River to navigate. Let it be airlines, let it be military helicopters. Almost daily, military helicopters are going up and back the Rhine. Military jets. So it's still a major navigation way to be used by air. So during World War II, a bomber was coming down the Rhine. They were in formation and started having major engine issues. So they had to turn back and get back to base. Now, what they do is as soon as they realize that they have to go back to base is they have to get rid of their bombs. Now, this is an a-hole move. You could have dropped the bomb in the Rhine. Okay, you could have just done that. I know we're at war. I know. It's a war. I'm aware of that. So as they're coming down the Rhine, they see one light, one building with lights on it. And it happened to be a castle. An amazing, gorgeous old winery that's been making wine since the 1100s. I think the monks that dug out the cellar, dug the first wine cellar there in the 1100s. I've been in it. It's amazing. They dropped the bomb, and thank God it landed directly in the courtyard. So the main castle, there's a lot of buildings there, but one of the main buildings is a square, and dead nuts in the center of it is a courtyard. And so it landed in the courtyard right above the wine cellar, and the wine cellar was deep enough that nothing was hurt, no foul. But I'm like, that's a jerk move. Like, and thank God it landed in the courtyard. So that's the only bomb that I've heard that was dropped in this stretch of the Rheingau. But it still scares me. And when I'm walking on the paths and it's so low, I'm always wondering, like, what's there? I mean, of course you see these old chains for mooring, that old chain there, you know, we've got this big long one. I have an anchor. There was a kid, we were down at the wine stand and the river was very low and there was an old anchor. And this kid, a friend of ours' son, he was younger. I'm like, hey, I'll give you €2 if you take that up and put it in my garden shack. So I've got an anchor. I have an old ancient anchor hanging in my garden shack out in my backyard from the Rhine, which is pretty cool. Am I going to take it back to America? I don't know. That would go against my weight allowance, but yeah. So there's always, you know, it always makes me kind of like, I wonder what could be found. Oh, I find it curious. And then again, this is a strange time of year. Canadian geese going that way. And then there was Canadian geese going that way, like very confused. And these islands, all of these islands here, these are nesting grounds. Shadow. How you doing, Stian? Hope you're doing well. So normally the water during the spring, now it floods. So this will be totally underwater also. But during the spring, these are nesting grounds for a lot of birds. The real treasure are the friends you meet along the way. Oh, wait, hold Tried but self-medicating with caffeine. Okay. That's not bad. That's good to know, Stian. Hope all is good there and in the chat. All right, let's try this again. Stian, you just showed up. We are practicing voices for General Kenobi. Since none of us has heard him talk or had a video chat or anything, we're testing out voices. So, okay, let me make sure I get this right. The real treasure are the friends you meet along the way. And that doesn't work either. Okay, we're gonna have to keep working on that. We'll keep working on that. All right. So, whoop, wrong way. So again, for anybody just coming in, these photos that I have taken is to document the drought. Is Uma here? Uma has a voice app. Oh, she does. Oh, that's right. That's horrible. She left that on by accident and it was driving me freaking crazy. Yeah, so these photos are of the Rhine of documenting the drought of 2026. They're not meant to be pretty. They're not meant to be great. It's just documentation. It's kind of one of the things I always do with the Rhine. I'm drawn to it. If it's flooding, I go down and take photos. And when it's empty, I like to go down and take photos. Truck tire? Like, why is this still here? Why has not somebody came and got it out? And I have no idea what this is. Maybe they're making sauerkraut. But then we've got got a nice little bird coming up to it. Hey, how you doing? Duck. This boat, and I don't know if it's the same one. This is really interesting. This boat is always docked here. When we moved here, I could bring it up. And it's docked here. Anchored here. Then it sunk. And I mean, it sunk. And then it was gone. And now, over the last like 4 or 5 months, it came back. Like, I have no idea what's going on with this boat. No idea. But make them a bit more 2027, less water, less leaves, more orange. Hey, Shawn. Tony, how are you? It is wonderful to see you, Tony. I've missed you. I have missed you. I hope everything is going well. Wish you the best. Thank you for stopping in. Will the drought affect the wine production? Great question. We will talk about that. Some people do that here too. They have half-sunken boats they refuse to deal with. Well, no, the crazy thing is, like, now, this boat is back. This boat is back. So I really like this image. I haven't looked at any of these images. I really like this image. This kind of shows a lot. We've got the drought. You can see, how much the river is down. You can see that we've got algae growing. But then we also have a little bit of artistic ability that is occurring here with the reflection of the boat and the trees. So this, I like this photo. I like this photo for that. No, it's not my boat. Tony, I was talking about it. It sank. Caroline will get to the wine. It sank. Like, it was here when we moved here. I've never seen it move. And then 1 year it sunk. And then, then it was gone. And then like about 5 months ago, it came back. I wouldn't mind having this boat. Do I want a boat? No. No, there's too much work in having a boat. There's actually a group of refugees that sail their boats from port to port when driven away because the ports demand they remove their trash boats. Oh, I did not know that. Okay, there is a wine question. Let me see what we got here. Tim! You're gonna need a bigger boat. How you doing, Tim? Oh, that's all Oregon. When was the last time I went up to the vineyards? Must have been a while. Okay, Caroline. Previously imported. Let's get back here. Let me open this image. For those of you just coming in, these are documentation photos of the drought that's occurring in Germany. They're not supposed to be pretty. They're not even supposed to be good. I'm just trying to show how climate change has affected the Rhine River. Now, Tim, great to see you. Caroline asked, will the drought affect the wine production? Here's the strange thing, Caroline. Now, with wine, the root systems can go down like 30 to 60 feet, and they work their way through the slate, they work their way through the ground, and they suck up the groundwater, and with that, they bring up the minerals. And that's where you get the complexities, depending upon your soil, that's where you get the complexities of the wines that you're drinking. So there was one year, 2018, was so horrifically dry. Not as dry as this year, but it was so dry, and it was one of the biggest producing years ever. Like, they had, the wineries were renting milk trucks to put their juice in because they didn't have enough containers for the grape juice, to hold the grape juice while they're making wine. When we went and picked grapes that year, it was, oh my gosh, that would have been, okay, now we're gonna have to do this. Let's get in. All photos, metadata. Let's go into 2018, and that would have been September, maybe August. Okay, Budapest. All right, here we go. Tangent time. Yeah, I think the evil badgers drank the Rhine. It was the wild boar. This is literally, check this out. This is to show this vineyard. This is in Assmanshausen. On the edge of this castle, this is where we got to pick grapes. Now, the reason we are picking grapes by hand is because you can see the steepness of it. Like, they don't, the ticklers that they use to pick the grapes don't work at this pitch. Don't say Budapest 3 times in a row or you'll summon it. Ooh. So let's get into here. Okay. Now they're testing. Here we go. So, as you can see, we're doing red grapes. Assmanshausen has wonderful red wine. And I don't even know, is this actually, no, it's not. Let me see what drive this is. This is in Passport for Mac. Okay, hold on. Let me get, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just plugging in the right drive. Hold, please hold. I wasn't prepared for this tangent. I'm still here. Okay. Now I'm back. So, are you going to go away? Let's see here. How can I show? All right. So this is so steep. This is how it works. And I fell once. I almost broke my arm. My wife fell, hit her head on one of the pots. So you put them in a tub, and then they've got this single track machine to bring it down to the truck. There was so many grapes this year that on 2018, they ran out of crates, and we weren't even halfway. We were a little over halfway done. They had to take the grapes back to the vineyard, empty all the crates, bring them back so we could refill them. It was crazy. Everything in Python. That's sad. Why is it sad? Why? This was an experience that I loved doing. Would I do it again? Absolutely not. Absolutely, positively not. Let's see. Now we're talking about the depth. Now this, you can tell, looking at this vine, this is an old grape. So it's going 30 to 60 meters down, feet down into the mountain, into this hill. And that's kind of how it is. Now, looking at it, you're going to think, okay, we've got this drought. Well, it doesn't matter how much rain we get. Now, the question is, will the water table refill? It's pulling water from the water table. So that's where the concern is. Now, from 2018 to today, so 8 years, did the water table refill? Going up into the vineyards 2 days ago, the grapes looked, I'll put it this way, some grapes looked freaking amazing, and some grapes looked that they should be exactly where they should be at this time, like at this date. So the size of them, everything. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So I don't think the harvest is going to be hurt. I don't think. I will tell you, because I have many vineyard friends that are vineyards, and we'll be able to chat about it once harvest starts. Okay, let's get back. Python, welcome in. What do you mean by that's sad? All right, we're back to the boat. Now, we're just kind of, I don't want to say we're culling, because none of these images are supposed to be good. The stagnant water, the growth. And it's interesting because I actually, watching the geese and ducks, they're digging it. They're kind of digging it. I missed focus on this guy or girl. Missed focus there. I wasn't really thinking I was going to be doing any type of wildlife, animal life. I mean, this is an interesting photo. This is an interesting photo because it's showing a lot of the cycle of the Rhine. So, of course, right now, like we've been talking about, we're in a drought, right? You can see the growth that's happening due to the heat wave. Then you can see up here, all of these trees, get back to 100. All of this is from the flood. So when it floods and the trees are coming down the river, they get snagged. So it kind of tells the whole cycle of the rind. And then of course you've got a bit of life hanging out right there. So I kind of like this photo too. I'm gonna give that a 3. Let's now, unfortunately, well, nature, Shawn, I think will find a way. Nature will find a way. I don't know. Life is a bit too general. No pun intended, general. It's been 2 weeks with an A6700 and an 18 to 135. I'm definitely going to come back to your live streams a lot more often. This editing session is pretty interesting. The A6700. Now, I had an 18 to 135 lens that I completely trashed into Iceland. That was my go-to lens. Hey, Frank, I know it's a kit lens, but I really enjoyed that lens. Too bad it is trashed. It no longer works. I still have it with my 30 odd other lenses. But yeah, Python, if you've got questions or specifics that you want to know, please put them in chat. We love tangents here. And this is the whole reason I do these live streams, is to actually help people. It's just kind of to help people. Okay. How you doing, Frank? I hope you're doing well. We are gonna keep going here. I don't know. Yeah, I like this one better. Even though I enjoy kind of the balance that we've got going down here with it, with the algae kind of breaking up and that log. I really like that log right there. Hold on, let's do this. Just out of curiosity, where's our thirds? Now, our thirds are off there. You've got a question, you ask the 8-ball. Oh, General. General is throwing down. Frank says, I'm okay. Thanks for asking. You? I'm doing good. Thank you. I tell Frank, I'm going to be honest. Stuff's happening in my life right now. And I'm kind of freaked out. Streaming and being with all of you, the community, always makes me feel better. You always get me in a better mood. You always make me feel better. And I appreciate all of you here for that. So thank you for being here. Yeah. All right. Okay, General. You got a question, you ask 8-ball. Freaking jerk. Frank says, my pleasure. That's actually all mine. All right, let's get out of that. One is glad to be of service. I'm trying to tell which one I like. I gotta go with this one. I have to go with this one. I mean, we may be able to get a crop out of it. When I was taking this photo, okay, here, I was specifically looking through my viewfinder using my third's overlay within my viewfinder. This was a very intentional photo that I made, and I specifically made it using that overlay. And so I knew it was going to have potential for a good balanced image. Now, the problem with doing that is I didn't check my four corners. And this is something that I preach, I believe in. When you are taking a photo, you're setting up to make that photo look at all four corners. And if I would have done that, rather than just looking at the overlay, I would have seen that log. Caroline, have a great day. Might be back later. Well, you'd be more than welcome back for the doodle game. You must choose what you feel is right, of course. I wish I could do a Yoda voice. Or, I mean, to be more, not a Yoda voice, a Grover voice. First time that I saw Yoda, I'm like, that's Grover. That's Grover. Oh my gosh. They hired the same guy that does Grover to do Yoda? Huh? Okay. Moving on. This little jetty. That's that. Now, here's the thing. When I'm going to be going through and editing some of these, by no means is it going to be artistic editing. No means. I found this interesting. Now, coming back up here, you can see that we've got all these birds up here. Let's get back to 200. Thank you. We've got all these birds kind of hanging out up here. And on this island that is not supposed to be here. What about the Jar Jar voice? Oh. I've blocked that from my memory. The thing, I just spilled all over me. The thing with the Jar Jar voice. I say goodbye for today. See you next time. Daytor, have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping in. Take care of yourself.
Dupebug just redeemed hydrate.
Wait, not like that. It's okay, I was warm. Cheers, Dupebug. Welcome in. I'm trying to think of a joke. Like an alter ego joke. Alter ego. Multiple personalities. I don't know. So I thought this was an interesting image with the little baby islands like popping up, and we'll get more into that shortly, but it being so shallow. But then I also, with these four swans, I found it interesting because it is, I'm assuming, a mother or father there. We have a mother or father there. I didn't check their sex. And then we have a youngster, and you can tell by the color of their beak. And then a younger youngster who is still brown. Like, I honestly, I don't think I've seen that. And if I zoom in here, you can really tell the difference of the colors of the beaks there and there. I would have assumed, and I would have been wrong, that's the problem with assuming, that if you have a herd, if you have a bunch of eggs, 2 eggs, or maybe they had more and the other ones didn't survive, which is quite possible, that they would have aged kind of at the same time. And I don't know, like that little guy right there, photo bombing, just came out of nowhere. I don't know how long it takes for a swan to go from this stage to this stage. I have no idea. I don't think anybody knows. It's a mystery. But I found that very interesting. Okay, getting back to some of the birds. Now this is obviously just a little further down. And this is where it just gets so strange. Like, you can tell this is a big river, right? These birds are just standing. They're not even at knee deep. Like, you could walk across this river. Seeing these birds standing in the middle, it's just weird. It's weird to see this and knowing it's not supposed to happen. Perhaps they have very long legs. They're the famous giraffe heron. They're a subspecies of the blue heron, but they're orange heron, closely related to the giraffe. They do have long necks. So, just very strange. Again, here documenting what we've got going, you can see, let me get to 100%. We have the drought occurring, the grasses growing up around the boats. And then as you keep going out, we've got an island that's not supposed to be there and full of birds. Full of birds. So I do like that image. So we're going to see what we can do with that. And then these were just, again, it's interesting because I'm thinking like the birds, we've got crows and gulls, herons. Are those storks? Storks aren't supposed to be here. They're further down the river. Oh, there's a heron right there. I honestly wonder if they think this is wonderful. Like, they don't have to work hard at all to find food. Like, normally, comrades? Are they I think comrades are the name, the type of bird this is. Comrades or Conrads, something like that. Usually when they dive in the Rhine, they come shooting out of the water and do this beautiful arc. It's wonderful to see. And I love watching them. And then when they come up with a fish and they're like, oh, and they eat it down. I love watching these guys hunt. There's so little water that he's just like, kind of does this little fall over into the water. Not even trying. Not even trying. Just like, okay. And then he's gone. It's like, I imagine he's thinking he's gonna do a head dive right into a rock. If he actually did his normal dive. Like, bam, right into a rock. I can just imagine a comrade, like doing a headstand on a rock. Oh, we ruined diving for birds. Oh, that's another thing. Yeah. I mean, okay, the majority of the time, the geese, there's so many birds here, so many birds. And you come across a few that have damaged legs. You can damaged legs, damaged wings. And again, with that, they come flying in and they put those feet down. Let it be the swans or the geese. You know, they got their big feet and they come down and they skid across the water in this area. Can you imagine skidding across the water and all of a sudden hitting a rock, hitting these islands that aren't supposed to be there? Like, that could hurt. And I know these are like the thoughts that I'm having when I'm out here looking at these birds and watching them and trying to see how they react to what's occurring around them. These guys, they're just like, hey, this is easy picking. I ran past a seagull with a broken wing the other day. It must have crashed with a car. I had to call the police. You called the police for a crow with a broken wing? You are joking, right? Okay. Look at this greenery. That should not be there. So you're supposed... Okay, Stian says no, you're supposed to do that here. Not the emergency number, though. The people who deal with animals are part of the police county or something. Yeah. No, same, I think everywhere for that. But I don't think you're supposed to call them for birds. I mean, unless it's like an eagle. Okay, this is gonna sound morbid. I'm sorry. For one bird. Maybe you're not supposed to call them for one bird. I don't know.
Vacuum_TK and just redeemed Big Boom.
Hi, Mafu. Now, how you doing, Mafu? Thank you for being here. There is on the highway, the one road in and out of where I live, there's a guy that keeps homing pigeons. And I think a semi came by when they were crossing the road to the river because there was like a dozen pigeons on the road. Now for that, yes, the police should be called for that. It had a really bad broken wing. It had to be put down. Good on you, Stian. That's all I can say. Good on you. My experience with animal control is more along the lines of a hit deer. Even a cat, a dog, a possum. Something big like that. So yeah, I'm good on you. You're a better person than I am. That's mostly when you call them. Yeah. A beached buoy. Oh no. We have a beach boy. Beach boy. So, But like this bird was walking on the road and most likely couldn't fly. I should get therapy for seeing that. I don't like seeing it. I don't like seeing it at all. Thankfully here, like right here, when the geese have babies, so you know, mid-spring, early spring, they actually put up geese or bird crossing signs all up and down the road here, trying to get people to slow down. GS, hello. How you doing? I was lurking in your stream. I was lurking. I was doing some work and had it in the background. You were ogre killing. Ugh. What am I up to today? I am documenting. I'm doing some type of, I don't want to centralize or make this sound bigger than it is, but I am documenting the drought of the Rhine. And so it's not any type of animal photos. It's nothing supposed to be spectacular. It's just what climate change is doing to the Rhine. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. And we're gonna have to take another tangent. We are. And I may have to pay somebody €2 to go get this anchor. But I mean, it's been happening for so long. There's too much greenery. Like, I cannot imagine how much algae and grasses are growing that are not supposed to be growing. And to show you, okay. First off, where the heck did this come from? What the heck? I came around the corner and I saw this house barge. And I was like, what the hell? That's not supposed to be there. And you may be asking me, Shawn, what do you mean? What do you mean? Well, let me tell you. Let me show you really quick. Let's go into here. Let's go ahead and hit G. We're gonna scroll back a little bit. We're gonna make sure we're on the Rhine. Okay. Let's go back. Oh. Well, here's what else can happen. This is the opposite. When the Rhine has too much water. So yeah, we can say okay. Oh no, Shawn, it's not a great place. This is Let's go ahead and do a comparison. So we have that. Let me get back to my new photos. Where are you? Where'd you go? Here you go. I'm going to hold down the command key. We're going to click on that. I'm going to hit C. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. This is the same ferry. This oh, I must have changed it. Okay. We're playing the doodle game already. This is a great place for a house, but I'm gonna get into it. The doodle game never finished. We are forever trapped inside a doodle game. That's funny. That's hilarious. All right, let's get out of that. Okay, more flooding, more flooding. Did I not put it in here? What? I didn't. Oh, I'm upset now. I am upset because I was going to show you. Is that both the river? Shawn. Yeah, okay. Let me show you here. Like this... Oh my gosh. Let's do that and do that one. Hit C. That's the exact same location. Exact same location. That's the ferry coming in. That's the main path. And I think the ferry is there. Oh my gosh. Okay. What am I doing? Let's get out. Let's go to all photos. And I'm really hoping that that houseboat is there temporarily. Because let me see, what year is that? Okay, that's 2024. Like here, I'll even give you this. This is not flooded. This is normal. These are the islands that I was showing before with all those trees. That's normal. Where's the birds that were totally harassing me? Let me see if I can find it. Well, here we've got that one. That is from that location. That's from that location. So there is an old... God, I wish I had it. Okay, I don't have it. Let's get back here. I'll show it this way.
Playzoo77 just redeemed Big Boom.
Hi, Elena. Good to see you. Okay, so this is a very old boat ramp, okay? Very old boat ramp. Now, I come and I stand right here, and usually the water is right at the edge. The birds and swans, they always come up to me thinking that I'm going to feed them. Elena, congratulations on being the 100th message. Nice job. So I see this freaking house barge and it's blocking, like, this is the location that I love to photograph from. This is my favorite spot to come down, photograph. There's always birds. And I'm just like, son of a gun. Like, come on, you're freaking killing me. You can kind of see it right there where it's out. So I'm hoping. Yeah, this is cool. I gotta admit, this is pretty cool. I don't know how it would be living on a house barge, but it can't be that bad because it has AC. Can't complain. But I'm hoping it's just there temporarily. I mean, they had to dig out. Look at all the dirt. They had to dig out so they could have that there and keep it in the water. Ugh. And you can go for a swim anytime. You could go for a walk. I don't think there's any swimming happening here. At this part of the river, no. Maybe on the other side of the island where the ships go. But here, no. No. Disappointed. Disappointed. Okay. So that is my documentation this year of the drought. Let's do some editing. What do you think? Shall we? Now, due to the fact in my mind, I am looking at this as, let's say, a National Geographic. Oh, Elena. Elena's on a 5-stream streak. Do the redeem. Please do the redeem. Elena. Oh, I'm waiting for it. We're not going anyplace. Come on. Come on. Elena's probably has me muted. This anticipation is driving me mad. Elena, can you please do the streak redeem? Then you have to speak louder. Elena might be streaming right now. I don't know.
Jupebug is on a stream streak.
Thank you, Dupebug. I really needed that. I really needed that. That is freaking hilarious. Okay.
Plazu77 is on a stream streak.
Thank you, Elena.
Vacuum_TKN is on a stream streak.
I'm gonna say you're lying. I think you're lying, Mafu. I think you're lying. You know, that emote is growing on me.
Shadow Neaters just redeemed monkey paw stretch.
I didn't have a streak, but I wanted to be part of this. Okay. All right. All right, people. We're doing a monkey paw stretch. So go ahead, take a break, stretch with me. Make sure, do not push yourself too hard. You're not trying to pull anything. If it hurts too much, relax. Take it slow. Take it slow. All right. So here we go. We're going to put your hands out. Put your fingers straight in the air. Make those paws. And say it with me, chat. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. And relax. Now, point your fingers down. Make those paws. And go, ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Y'all better be doing this with me. Relax. Put your palms up. Pull them up. Make those paws. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Point your fingers down. Make those paws. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. And relax. Shake it out. I'm telling you, that feels good. Ah, that feels good. Thank you, Steon. Thank you for the monkey paws. Wrong side. Okay. I cannot believe I've only been I've been streaming for an hour and a half. All right, let's check out, see what we've got here. Now, that was good after 6 hours in front of a PC. Oh my God, yes. I got a lot of grief today. Yeah, anyway. So here's what, this is kind of in my mind for this edit, is I'm thinking about like National Geographic, okay? Photojournalism. Now, when you have images in which you are submitting and it's to document something and there's a possibility that it's going to be in the public domain, it's going to be seen by the public, and you're trying to tell a story as I am here with the Rhine, you need to be very careful. You do not want to alter the image in the sense of changing either the location or changing the story or anything of that nature. So in reality, first off, sometimes you would go through and you would say, okay, I want to remove this sign. I want to remove this sign over here. There's signs over here. We can remove the white is distracting. There's a green pole right there for something. And you may want to remove those. Don't. These are for geolocations. If at some point, 60 years down the road, somebody is like, I want to see where this photo was taken, and they are able to kind of geolocate it in the sense of saying, all right, you know, this is on the Rhine, blah, blah, blah. This is a possibility of helping them actually place where this could be. In 60 years, will that boat be there? Yes. It probably will have sunk and come back like 4 times, but I guarantee it will probably be there. So you want to be careful with your editing. You can do some slight editing to make it look better. You just don't want to alter the image. So you want to take that in mind, depending upon the output of your image, right? So we don't want to do a color grade. We don't want to do, you know, anything totally crazy. We go into a sepia, you know, even probably wouldn't want to do a black and white. They're going to want to see the raw. And some of you may not know this. I don't know if you know this or not, but if you submit images to, let's say, National Geographic, you have to send them the JPEG, your edited version, and the raw file. So they're going to actually look at the raw file and say, and compare it to the JPEG and make sure that you did not alter the image. So these are all things you have to keep in mind what your output of your image is going to be. No. So you want to be careful. You want to be gentle. Let me put it that way. You want to be gentle. I like how the trees frame the boat. Yes. That was, as you can see, let's get back here. I was looking at the reflections here, and this is what I was thinking about the framing. And I'm not sold on this image, but as for the framing, I saw the reflection here of the 2 trees framing the boat and its reflection. So that's one of the things I was looking at. And then once I got up to this point, I was like, yeah, I like that. So it was very intentional. It was very intentional. Okay. So first off, now these poles could very well not be straight. And this is always what is strange when you're taking a photo of a river or something. I'm going to do a quick, let's hit D for or develop. Let's get into transform. And no, actually, let's get into crop. Let's grab our angle and let's see how this looks. Now, I know this is not the right angle. Okay, we're going to reset that. Now, what we're going to want to use as what is going to be straight. Let me get out of this so you can see what I'm saying. What is going to be straight, probably the straightest thing in this image, is going to be the water line along the side of the boat. Not the entire length of the boat, because boats are not perfectly square. But this is going to be horizontal. So I could try to use the banks, but that's not true. You could be at a funky angle, whatever. This is a V-shaped channel. I know this is a V-shaped channel. So the perspective that is happening with this levee and the bank. Okay. So we're going to want to use, if we go back into our crop, and if we come in here, grab, that's not what I want. Let's reset. Let's try it again. Grab the right tool, Shawn. Grab the level. Grab that. Let's pull that over. Line it up. Well, that's can't be right. That can't be right. I think I was going off of the boat and not the water. Son of a gun! I don't like it. I don't like what I keep getting here. All right, let's try it again. Let's try it again. So that's the edge that we want right there. Will it stay in that? No, it won't. All right, let's zoom in. Let's see what we've got. Let's go to... Wow, it's that far off? It can't, no. Am I going freaking nuts? I think it actually is that far off. How am I that? Wow. This is weird. This is really freaking weird. Okay, that feels better to me.
Way cool would just followed.
Way cool. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you for the follow. Sorry for the startle. No, that's why I have them. Welcome in, first time chatter. Yeah. Way cool. Are you, do you like photography? Do you do photography? Okay, let's see what we can do. So focused on getting the horizon line. Well, I am, and I'm having a really tough time with this image. Because this is not straight. It's not straight. Now, if we start looking at the signs, it's straighter. I have dabbled in it and do enjoy it. Wonderful. Well, we love chat's input. So if you have any, please. Or questions, or just comments, or you can just hang out. But everybody is welcome here. We just, the perspective, this is so freaking strange, and you can kind of see what we're fighting with here. You know, we've got on the far side of the bank, and then we've got this V-shaped inlet or outlet, whatever you want to call it, and then everything else. That is a very tricky one. There do not appear to be very many truly parallel lines. No, there is not. There's none. So I'm pretty much going for, I mean, this is the inlet where the water is supposed to be coming in from, and I didn't even see this little guy down there. So you can see how narrow it is, and then it gets wide and goes out to the river. But so I guess we're just gonna try to make it look decent. And I think it's getting there. It's getting there. Okay, so first off, let's go ahead and we're gonna try an adaptive color. That's an okay start. We can go with that. We're gonna want to adjust the highlights. Now, dealing, as I've been talking about, if you're gonna end up trying to use this as photojournalism, as I'm saying, you have to be gentle. Now, the tonal, the going into the tones and your shadows and all of that, that's fine. You know, saturation, that's fine. You're not altering the image. And just so you know, I have done, and I don't know if I've told this story. I must have told this story. I got probably a dozen. I had a 2-page spread in a German newspaper when I was going to the New York Institute of Photography. One of the things was to submit your work to a newspaper or a magazine. And so I went to, I photographed the Easter, this is so crazy, the Easter egg shoot, which the shooting club in Germany, the shooting club where I was living at, they had a day for Easter in which you go in, they had their air guns, they had targets, everything set up for the shooting club. And depending upon how many bullseyes you get, no, it wasn't built. I got a page 3 on built. You got an Easter egg. And they, you know, here in Germany, because they don't pasteurize their eggs, they don't have to be refrigerated. So people were walking out with like huge racks of Easter eggs. We had a freaking ton. So I ended up documenting that, and I took it down to the newspaper and to help promote the shooting club and to the local newspaper. And they were ecstatic. They didn't speak any English. And, you know, my German is not good, still not good. And so they needed captions for every single photo. So I had to go through in a language I don't speak and do captions. It was interesting. It was interesting. I'll put it that way. Very big learning experience, and I was very proud to actually have a 2-page spread. So I was happy with that. Okay, so we're gonna bring down our exposure. That's gonna be our overall exposure. We're gonna bring that down a little bit. We are going to increase our whites. That's probably gonna get the boat to pop a little bit. And I think I went too far. Yeah, there we go. One thing I do want to try is let's grab a mask. We're going to grab a linear gradient mask. We're going to pull this up like so. We're going to bring it right to the edge of the wet dirt. And let's get some contrast going in those rocks. We're going to add some texture and a little... yeah, we can add a little bit of clarity. We're not going to go too much. Yeah, I like that. That's getting us some good contrast in there in the rocks. We could even go further. Let's increase our blacks. Decrease our blacks. There we go. The whites to pop just a hair. I don't know if we want to... Oh, that's not bad. Taking the orange, kind of the dry mud out of it, getting back to a white. That's kind of giving a nice contrast there. Just pulling the saturation out. I am digging that right there. We are looking good. Let's... God, I'm really trying not to go too far with this. I like having just a little bit of texture going on with the clouds. We may want... I think we're going to want to do a crop. We have a lot of empty space. Hyena! How you doing? Hope you're having a great day.
Wendy Love just followed.
Wendy Love. Let's send some love to Wendy. Thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciated. I'm doing well. How are you? Doing better. I am doing better, Hyena. Thank you. That's the biggest trap people fall into, these kind of edits. They go too far. I am so guilty of it. And that is, I am trying specifically not to go too far. I'm keeping this in my mind. And the good thing is using the backslash key and seeing the before and after. Like, the big thing that I like, let's get out of that mask because I'm liking it, is if you're looking in these trees, just bringing a little bit of detail out in those trees makes a huge difference to me. And we're starting to get a little bit more pop. Now, if I really wanted to go overboard,
Hyena_MC gifted a tier 1 subscription to Wendy Love. Hyena_MC gifted a tier 1 subscription to Way Cool Wood.
Way Cool Wood. I don't like how he said Way Cool Wood. Hyena, thank you so much. Wendy, Way, enjoy the emotes. Okay, you're gonna fit right in, Wendy. You're gonna fit right in. The very first emote Wendy went to was the dancing banana. They're nice emotes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. To give you some context, well, we're gonna have to do this anyway, so we might as well do it now.
Way Cool Wood gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
Way cool! Thank you so much. Oh, Tricky Nicky got it.
Hype
got a
train
hype-
started.
Hype train! All right. Holy snikes, everybody. Thank you so much. Means so much to me. To give you a context of the dancing banana within Photoshop, there is the banana tool, and I am the founder of the ABC, which is the Adobe Banana Crew. So that is where the banana came from. Just so you know, it's not meant to be weird or anything. It's a Photoshop tool that if anybody is interested, I can show you how you can also join the ABCs. Is it a banana for scale? That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Oh my gosh. No. No, it's not. But that would be great. Oh, that's funny. That would be funny. I should suggest that to the team. Do we have a banana scale? I mean, we don't have a scale. We have that in Illustrator. We use that some of our projects.
Hyena_MC gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
Oh, Hyena, 3rd floor draft. Boom. Nice, nice. Okay, we're gonna do this really quick, everybody, just since we're here. So the normally, let's get out of that. Normally in Photoshop, by default, your extra tools are hidden underneath the 3 dots, which you see right there. That is your extra tools. This is where everything's going to be hidden. So if you right click onto it, on the top you see Edit Toolbar. You click on that, and this is where all of your extra tools are over here. Your singular marquee tool, slice tool, any of these tools. Greatest tool in Photoshop history, the count tool. Hands down, the greatest tool, the count tool. So you can see I put whatever tools that I do not use as I customize my toolbar. This is where they go. Now, you may say, but there's no banana tool. Oh ho ho! If you hold down the Option key and you hit Done, and then you go to oh, it's not. I did it wrong. Ugh. If you hold down the Command key and click Done, and when you go, wait a minute, don't you dare. What? Wait, you're not. Oh. Whew. If you hold down the Shift key and click Done at the same time, I almost had a heart attack there. You have no idea, Wendy. I was gonna go ballistic. That's like if they got rid of the toast. Like, if they get rid of the toast in your preferences, you know, I gotta remember how to get the toast.
Vacuum_TKN just redeemed Holy Snikes.
See, I don't do the toast. They did get rid of the monkey face comps. They did get rid of that. I don't know if they got rid of that. Okay. Anyway, we're moving on. Hyena, thank you so much. That is absolutely wonderful. You all are so kind. And same with I'm trying to way too cool. No, way cool wood. I was gonna say too cool. Light gray mode, my eyes. Yeah. you know what? Okay, speaking of that, tangent time, people. Tangent time. Let's get over here. Let's jump over to Firefly. This is dumb. This is dumb. All right, so jumping into Firefly, we're gonna go into boards. Let me grab a recent board, skate deck. And some of you may have known this, some of you may not. I don't even know if y'all use boards. But Jack and I were doing skateboard decks on the Prompt Jockey, which we do Monday to Thursday in about 3 hours. And so now within the board, you can come in and you can change the canvas color. Okay? Here's the thing. Check this out. You jump in. Let's do something. You can pick your background color. Great. Wonderful. Ugly, horrible, useless, to be honest. There's no default color. There's no way to get back to the default. Look, Mom, no hands. Okay, so anybody new here to Firefly boards, you can collaborate live with Firefly boards. As you can see up here at the top, we have our very own Tim Mobest, and so Tim is changing up the board live. We've got a hype chest, people. Let me open it. I have a confetti emote. Choo choo. So this is a great feature to be able to collaborate and work with coworkers, but there might be some drawbacks. Tim, thank you so much. All right, so back into very nice. Now, here's might be what Tim did. And I'm going to show you what I discovered. If you've got this horrific color, one thing that you can do is you can come down here, you can grab the eyedropper and go ahead and select your canvas there, your pop-out window there. And that's going to end up giving you, I don't know if it is the default color. I honestly don't know. But it's getting you closer. So there you go. That was just a quick tangent to show off a new feature that's been added to boards. Boom. Let's get out of that. We're in Lightroom now. Come on. Come on. Okay. Let me figure out where we're at here. Okay, I'm liking where it's going here. One thing that I want to do, let's get in and take a look at our crop. We have a lot of empty space. The sky is not really helping tell the story at all. So one thing that we can end up doing, making sure that our crop lock, our aspect lock, is turned off. And we can end up bringing this down because there's nothing happening in the sky. I like the wisp of clouds that we've got going on. That's good. So let's keep those. Let's make sure we're not getting too close to these trees. Now, checking our four corners, I like this black rock right in the middle at the bottom. So we're going to keep that for sure. The story here, due to the fact that we are framing this boat, we can actually bring this in. Now, normally, normally, you would never try to put something dead in the center like this. It is boring, okay? But because I know what the rules are, I can break the rules. And because this is framed, because we've got everything happening here with our reflections, it's okay. Now, I can bring this in even a little bit more to create a balance happening between the edges of our trees and edges of our images. So that is looking better. Now, if you have a question like, oh, I wonder what this is going to really look like. So what you can do is you can right click and I can go to 100% off opacity. Okay, so let me show that again. This is new. You have a crop mask. So it is giving you your opacity of your mask. Now, by default, I believe it is 20%. But you can go in here and you can say, okay, I want to go to a full 100%. I want to see everything gone. I want to see what it's going to look like. And so I find that this can be helpful because, as I've said for a long time, cropping is as much of a skill and as important as your editing as in color grading and everything else. So it can be very helpful for you to jump in and change the opacity of your mask. I guess center is not good because we see our nose, a hard blind view. Yeah, I would say that. It's by the way, welcome in. Transistor Baluba? I like that. Welcome in. It's boring. We can talk about it. I'm more than happy to talk about it. Let's go ahead. Let's close that down. Let's actually stay here. Let's go grid. Let me find a decent image. So anybody just coming in, I live right on the Rhine River in Germany, and we are going through a horrific drought. And I like to go out and document what's happening to the river. Let it be flooding, let it be natural with all the birds, let it be babies, whatever. And so right now we're in a horrific drought, and it's the lowest it's been, so I was out documenting. So with an image like this, if we go in, and I'm not trying to make anything gorgeous, and believe me, none of these photos are good. These are documentation. That's all it is. So if we go in and I hit O, we end up getting our magic swirl, our swirl. This is probably my favorite. The big ones that I like for the crop overlays are the thirds. I like that a lot. And then I also like using the swirl. So from here, I can hold shift and hit O, and you can see it move around and also squash itself. So it's the whole purpose of it is you are trying to put the most important thing in that swirl. So if I had that in mind, right, what I'm going to end up doing is something like this. Now, the problem is I don't want to cut the trees off. So you have to kind of look at the images, and each image is going to be done individually. And the leading lines that we have, the way that they're going, is I'm putting that boat all the way to the edge. Now, here's a major problem with that. And it's my problem because I took the image, is usually because the boat is going that way, the nose is pointing that way, you want to give it room to go that way. But for this, I was trying to line up the reflection and the boat within this triangle here. So my mind was working in a different way. it's the same thing if we end up, let's get back into all photos. And this is, let's get into our text, getting back to birds. Going down and photographing birds. Let me see, what do I have here? Okay, let me get down. That's all in Boston. Boston eagles. We can look at eagles. That's fine. Okay, bad photo. We're not giving this bird any room to fly. No room to fly at all. So that is not good. None of these. Even this one here. Well, it's out of focus. I missed it. That's my fault again. But it's dead nuts in the center. This is boring. This is boring. It's not good. I'm not giving any room for that bird to breathe and fly. And that's same. Okay, here, prime example. This is a not a good shot. I'm not giving the eagle any room. Coming to this one here, I'm letting the bird breathe. I'm giving it space to go. And so as you're looking at it, you can imagine it in your eye actually flying through the sky into your photo, flying through your photo. And that it gives you a chance to make the viewer last longer in the photo. For that, now, of course, then those photos are horrible. But if you're trying to tell a story of a crow trying to take a freaking fish from an eagle, a bald eagle, you know, this is telling its own story. So I'm not documenting the flight and you're not having to worry about it that much. But then here, again, we've got the story of the bird, the crow trying to take the bird, and the eagle down here at the bottom with the fish. But I'm still giving room to fly. I'm giving both of them room to move across the image. Call the police. Devlin, how are you? With that in mind, now let's jump forward, because that was a few years ago. When I'm documenting these birds on the Rhine, I hope you're doing well, Devlin. And if you were here earlier, I was talking about the helicopters flying over using the Rhine as figuring out where is it? Where are you? I like to spend time on the Rhine. Here's kind of a good one. These are unedited, but you can see as the birds are flying in, trying to keep them out of center. This one to me, the location and also the way the bird is tilted is more interesting than this one here, even though I love the wing pattern. Same thing here, just a bird in the water, give it room to swim. Can you tell me again how you press O, 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 and then say all the single ladies? O, O, O. Devlin, I think I've made my point. Oh, this is the images. Boat dock. We're back to the boat dock. Oh no, do you want to see Nessie? General, would you like to see Nessie? I've got Nessie right here on my desktop. Please hold. Hold on. I love going to Scotland. Scotland is one of my favorite places to go. I've been to Loch Ness many, many times. Here, this is for you, General. 3rd floor, welcome in. There you go. Oh, let me switch sides. There you go. There's Nessie. Proof. I know. I got it. I'm like, why don't people just ask me? Like, come on. I've got the photo. I've got the raw image. I'll share it. You're the expert. I am Umacorn. Hello, hello. Okay, let's turn that, get off of that computer, get back here. Anybody ever asks for Nessie, I've got it ready to go. It's on my desktop. It was kind of sunburnt. It was warm. I got a chance to get through Isle of Skye back in 2019. Beautiful landscape. I love the Isle of Skye. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. I have been to 41 countries. Ireland, Scotland. I'm going to Wales in 2 weeks. I'm going to Southern Wales. I've been to Northern Wales, and I can't wait. That whole region, I absolutely love. I love it. Scotland, some of my favorite. Iceland, I'm sorry, is number one. Iceland is number one, but I love it. Megan, hi. Good to see you, Megan. But I cannot deny what you're saying, third floor, and enjoy those emotes. All right, here we go. This is why I am angry. As you can see, I get photobombed. Scotland and Iceland are pretty cool. It's amazingly cool. I come up and I get photobombed, and I'm able to shoot all the way across the river and follow the birds and see what's going on and just watching them the whole bit. And I'm out there with my big lenses. It's great. And let's get back to why I am angry. Let's go to previous import, and they've added a freaking house barge where I shoot. They put a freaking house barge. This ancient, old stone boat ramp is where I shoot from. And they put a freaking boat barge there. Oh, General. Okay, everybody that's new here, we've been trying to figure out General's voice. So we've done a few. So this is a common one that General says. So let's try this voice. This one's gonna hurt me a little bit. Good. I can feel your anger. Huh? Now, release your anger. Anybody new here? I am not making fun of the General. We go way back. This community has been together through pandemic, and we've gone through some stuff. So, yeah, there's history. All right. So that's why I was angry. I was angry at that. Let's get back to editing. That's a good voice. You like that one, General? Okay. All right. The only thing that I feel is missing here is we need to add some vibrance and or saturation. And I think we want to go to the overall image. I mean, we could end up taking... Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's get into our masks. Dude Bug, we've gone through some stuff. Pandemic, Doodle Games, Shawn rapping on stream. You're missing a W. That is Dude Bug. You're missing that. My God. Oh my God. I can't say I've ever rapped on stream. Maybe I got the two confused. One has one P, one has two P's. I don't know, but we're not going there. And no. My mind just like went click. Okay, let's get into our mask. We're going to go to our mask, which is all it is a linear gradient mask. Let's do a duplicate and invert mask. And so as you can see now with the red part, what we are going to be affecting. And from here, let's play with the saturation a little bit. And I don't want to go too far. Burn, baby, burn. I'm out of water. I don't want to go too far here. I mean, we are in a freaking drought. I mean, I could almost go like that and it would fit. I don't want to make it too green, but I'm assuming that those trees are getting water.
Umacorn just redeemed hydrate.
Hydrate. Thank you, Umacorn. Very kind of you. People were talking about you using your voice changer on stream when I was trying out different voices for the general. And I was like, no. She left that on by accident for too long, and it was like, wow. It was good for when it was supposed to be used. Okay. So we're good with our masks there. This actually would be a very cool black and white image, I feel. That was the boat block. Hyena. I dropped. This boat I don't understand it. It sunk, it was gone, it came back. I have been living here for like 8 years, and it's been here since I got here. And the fact that it sunk, and it was sunk for months and then gone and now back. It's like, and it back in the same location. Megan says, I can also do some really stupid voices. My chipmunk voice is particularly grating. Grating. Well, I would like to hear that, Megan. I would like to hear that. God, there's like, I don't feel like the boat is popping enough, and I'm having problems with it. And I don't want to edit too much. Like, that's the entire purpose of doing documentation. Can't darken up the water too much. What if we go in and we darken it up? It sunk and now it's back. Does it still work? I don't know. That's the other thing, Uma. I've never seen it move. Like, I've never seen this boat move. It's always has been in this inlet. It's always there. Now, downriver, like there's tons of moorings. There's tons of places for moorings. There's that. Then we've got like a lot of big ones down here, like up and down the river. For whatever reason, and I don't know, maybe cost or what it is, that boat, it sunk and it was black with mud. Then, like I said, it was gone. We can call the double sunk piece of junk. We can call it the double sunk piece of junk. It hasn't double sunk yet. But it may at the next flood. If they don't come out and change up the mooring when it floods, I bet you it will. I mean, it pulled the nose right down. It was, well, I was gonna say something else. Okay, I have an idea. I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's get back into our develop module. And by the way, people, we are getting close to time. Are we playing the Doodle game today? For those of you that do not know, and it doesn't matter where you're watching this, there is a redeem on Twitch for the Doodle game, in which we like to end up having a laugh at the end of my stream by playing a game of quote unquote Pictionary, where I have a word generator and we get in and I try to draw something and chat tries to guess it. Okay, so let's get into our luminance. Luminance, please. There we go. Grab our eyedropper. Wow, that is really... I'm liking that. Okay, we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to do it. I like the way it's going. We need to increase our whites. So let's get into our masks. We're gonna add a new mask and let's do a select object. Now, you have a choice. You can paint it or you can do a rectangle. So if I do a rectangle around the boat and the reflection, let's see if we get it. Oh, I'm happy with that. That's a nice selection. That is a nice selection. So from here, instead of adding exposure, we are going to add just a bit of white to that mask. We don't want to go too far. We don't want it to beam. We just want it to have a bit of contrast and a little bit of pop. A little bit of pop. Make it pop. And we can turn that off and on. Like that. What did we do with this mask? We didn't do anything, did we? We didn't do. I created a whole nother mask and then didn't do anything with it. Why didn't I do anything with it? Oh, that was a saturation. Okay, I see what I did. Nope, I don't like that. Don't like that. All right, let's get into, I don't want to do post. We can add a tiny bit of grain. Let's add maybe a 0.5 on the grain. Let's get into our details. Let's grab and bring our details, our sharpening up to about 80. We're gonna hold down the Option key, grab our mask. And we wanna make sure that we're not sharpening our water. So we're bringing our mask up to about 85. Should be good. I like it. It's telling the story of the drought. I wish the boat was rounded and like listing. But you got to take what you can get. You know. All right. Chat, am I going to be giving you a free one? I'm giving you a free one. Today was a great day. Let's see here.
Shawn Kozel just redeemed Doodle Game.
Yes, I did. Okay, people, so this is what's going to happen. We are... Whoa, get back here. I need to Get a screenshot for my YouTube thumbnail. There we go. We can shut down Lightroom Classic. We are done with that. We've got Photoshop open, and I need water. So let's get our generator up and running. Get into our streaming Pictionary generator, and it's not gonna be duck. Duck. It would be hilarious if the next one was goose. Jump over to Photoshop. Let's get our doodle game up and running. I'm working with a mouse today, not my Wacom tablet, and I am parched. So let's do a Command G. Let's group that together. Let's turn that off. Let's get a new layer. We have done a ton of these. We've done 39 doodle games on this file, and I have a different file on that computer. Dang. Okay, people, give me 2 minutes. I need to go get water. I will be right back. It'll be less than 2 minutes, really, but hang out, please, because the doodle game is coming up. Hang out. Oh, alrighty. Devlin, thank you for the dance party. Whose are those? Ah. Okay. Let's go ahead, hit B for brush, making sure we've got all of our settings set up. And yes, we are good to go there. Everything's good. Jump over here and let's get our first word. Remember this, we're going to start with easy. Easy. Dang it. I feel ripped off that there was no streak party for number 65. Devlin, I just noticed that. And first off, there is a streak party and you have to announce it, and you know how to announce it. I'm gonna turn this car around if you don't announce it. This is why I made the redeem if I miss that somebody is on a streak. No, I see it. I see it now.
Clever Devlin is on a stream streak.
Yeah, Devlin, thank you so much for the 65 stream streak. Greatly appreciated. I made that redeem just for this occasion. Just for this occasion. I've no stream. What did you write? Corn. Do the stream streak too, you can. I can't control you. It's okay. All right. In case anybody else is doing the stream streak, here we go. We are going to get ready. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm scared beyond belief drawing this. This is something I've never even thought about drawing. A retainer, a ghost, mud, pickle. A fox. I really messed this head up. A possum? It does look like a possum. It totally does. It'll get there. It'll get there, I hope. This line is all jacked up. But stay with me, people. This has gone so bad. Anybody new here? I am not a freaking illustrator. Nessie. Ren and Stimpy. Oh, a dragon. Oh my God, Uma. This went so bad. I had what I had in my head. A piranha. This is not it. Thank you for putting me out of my miseries. A jackal? Is it a jackal? That was not what was in my head. That just fell apart. Oh my gosh. I need to do the freaking monkey paws to get that out of my head. Ugh. Dragon. How is that easy? Come on. Okay. We're going to kick this up to medium. Ooh. Very creative and loose representation of a dragon. Megan, I appreciate your confidence in that. You're saying that so great. There's a Bluey episode about drawing a dragon. It's cute, like this was. Also a strong bad episode. All right. Let's do better. Let's do better. This is actually going to be pretty freaking easy. Do an S, then move different S. A box. A kids menu. Was a man. He was a dragon man. Blueprint. Blueprint. Oh, you're singing the song. Okay. We got Devlin. Can save video, thank. Matt? Hello, welcome in. We've got Devlin. This was gonna take a while. Well, these were all gonna be like windows, right? So you got windows, then you gotta add the doorways. This one's gonna open outwards. So the thing is, if you don't know the symbols, then you break it up into rooms and blah, blah, blah. If you don't know the symbols, it can be, yeah, blueprints can, but I used to draw them. I used to use CAD. A lot. Blueprints. Okay. We're gonna kick it up to hard. This is where it goes all downhill. You thought the first two were bad. Oh, I'm gonna jack with you guys. Oh, am I gonna jack with you guys? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna make this harder. I was going to. Not gonna. Not gonna. A hairy thumb? James Brown? Batmanuel. Umacorn, I will give that to you. A caped crusader. Captain Speedo. I was gonna draw the space shuttle, but yeah, Umacorn, you got it. Cape. Cape. Good job. Nicholas Hyena. If it was Nicholas Cape, you would have gotten it. You got greedy. You got greedy. Nicholas Cape. I would have given it to you. We're gonna go vacation at the Cape. Oh. You all know this. You all know this, and I don't know how I can illustrate it. Oh, I've got it. Okay. This is gonna be fun. Now, people, we have discussed how I do these things, so stay with me. dashboard. Magma. Lava. Plates. Yeah. Tectonic. Oh, earthquake? Yeah, I can't believe you guys are getting this. Deform? I love it when I know you've got it, Devlin. Shaking? Yes. Default. Default. 1, 2, 3. Fourth letter in the alphabet is D plus the fault line. Default. We have an earthquake. Default. Slip plate. Ah, nice. Nice. Default. I thought that was pretty good. I gotta say. I'm not angry about that one. We're gonna learn something too. Default. Okay. Going back down to destruction. I'm glad y'all are starting to get that. We have come full circle from D. Reagan. D. Reagan? Oh my God, that would be hilarious if I drew Ronald Reagan. D. Reagan. Okay. This is pretty easy. General staple. Nice. I don't know how easy that was. Staple. Like, that was too easy. Staple. Yeah, too easy. And that was hard. That was on hard. Okay, let's go up to very hard. Now this is where it's going to turn against me because I said that. Yep. Oh, we've done that before. We did rhythm. Oh, we've done that. Duvet. We did this one. I'm not going to say it out loud. Oh, we did that one. That was fun. And we did that one. Come on. Okay, well then let's go to medium. All right. Do rhyme. Oops. Tissue. General, you're on fire today. Isometrical tissue box. She's a brick. She's a man eater. Put it here. General tissues. Tissue. Nicely done. Nicely done. For all your tissue needs. We're not talking about tissue needs, General. No. This is a family show. This is a family show. Keep it PG. Wipe those tears away. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. All right. That's not very good. Let's try it again. I hate cheating this way, but it's okay. A karate, fork, sling, martial arts. A Komodo. Oops, that's wrong angle. Black belt. We have a tie. We have a tie. And you didn't even let me get there. That is an absolute tie. Devlin and General, exact same time. Wow. Nice job. Nice job. Way to work it out. Megan, you were close. Megan, you know what, Megan? I'm putting you in. You're going to come down here. You were typing it. So I'm going to put Megan in. You're going to get down here. That is close enough to be part of the tie. For sure. Yep. Good job, everyone. Good job. Okay. We have time for maybe two more. Black belt. Oh, I don't know if you got to see that or not. Black belt. I think I switched too quick. All right. And we did that one. Huh. I know we've done this. Can I make it harder? The intranet from Canada is slow. All the tariffs. Megan, excuse me. No, we are not talking about political stuff here. Yeah. Y'all know how I feel. You all know how I feel. We're just not talking about it. Because I can't. All right. That just made me really freaking angry. I really just got angry there. Wow. Wow. Here we go. A duck butt, a tulip. Spring! Oh my god! Oh my god, Megan! You got it! Oh! I was totally jacking with y'all. Oh, Megan, nice. I did not think that that was gonna happen that quick. Oh my gosh. I didn't even get the chance to like start doing little butterflies and stuff. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry that you got it quick. That is less that people have to see me draw. That's a positive. Didn't even get to the bunny laying a painted egg. Bunny? I have freaking ogres. Ugh. I have ogres. Come on. Easter ogre. Jeez. You know better, Devlin. You know. I'm taking away from your valuable practice time. Megan, you know what? The funny thing is, I am learning more about creative thinking than I am the actual act of drawing. I am getting better at drawing. Slowly. It's much slower than the fact of the creative thinking. The like trying to picture something in my mind. So you're not taking it away. I mean, one of the biggest benefits, this has been a huge benefit for me. I can't lie. And it's really enjoyable. So I doodle. Oh, we did that one. We did that one. Oh, we just did staple. Yep, we're going to do this one. Okay, I think this is going to be the last one. Maybe. It may go really fast. Oh, that's horrible. World. General got it. The World Cup trophy. World. Okay, we'll do one more. That was a little cheeky, but I liked it. I liked it. World. All right, we'll do the last one. Okay. I think we can do this one. All right. This might triangle. Measuring stick. A timeline. Ooh, I don't know if I need to give it to Devlin. Oh, Devlin. I may give it to Devlin. Oh. It's history. Oh. Devlin, you said prehistory. Wait, what you? What? Don't be greedy, General. Who gets to make the rules here? Who gets to make the rules? How much different? Let's see. Devlin set it at 15. Get back here. Get back here. 1556 and so we're talking a good 20 seconds. A good 20 seconds. Didn't even get to the dinos and caveman. I'm altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. Wait, okay, hold on. I'm altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. General, are you freaking serious? Okay, Umacorn got dragon. Devlin got blueprint. Uma got cape. Devlin got, all right. General, you got 1, 2. Wait, were you part of that one? 3. Wait. Yeah. 3, then Megan came to life. 4. You got 4. There is history and prehistory for Pictionary. It's okay. Thank you, Frank. You got 4. Don't be greedy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're like 45%. Oh, no. 4. Maths are hard. You got 40%. No. This is going to Devlin. And you know what? Okay, here we go. There. Are you freaking happy? Are you happy now? I don't think that words mean what he thinks it means. Can we do one more? I just got back. Ah, okay, Caroline. That was a good one to end on. All right, history. Are you happy, General? I want more. I know I shouldn't. Okay. At least you acknowledge it. Steon, it's okay. All right, Caroline, we're going to do one more for you. So, history. I thought that was pretty good. All right, we're going to change this up. All right, let me get a new layer. Just to let you know, all views, such as opinions, are those that are part of the generator, the Pictionary generator, and not by the illustrator. So please, for the love of God, don't hold this against me. Ah, no. A t-shirt, a tariff, General. I thought it was a new challenge announcement. Oh, no. No. I wish, and I'm really holding off. A dress, a jersey, a faucet. Denied. Yeah, I'm holding off until Adobe can pull their crap together. I don't like that one. Wedding dress, a wrinkle, a cheerleader, A-line dress, a crop top, a pleat. Skirt, 70s poodle skirt, a skirt. I'm glad y'all went 70s, but let's actually, here we go. Oh, wait. We're gonna, a ribbon, a bow, a skirt, an Amish girl. An Amish girl? Hyena. All right. Grease. A sash. A belt. Like the movie, I know. Devlin, Steon. Hold on. Okay. It was waist, or it is waist. And we've got Devlin with waistline, General, and then Steon is gonna come down here. He was a little bit, but he got waist. No. I am, due to the fact that there are people within chat, I am not naming names, general store that I like to go to every now and then, is upset at the fact that if somebody ends up using the word in Pictionary as in a compound word, such as, oh, I don't know, waistline, or prehistory, I don't know, and saying that you have to be specific, that I am giving this to Devlin and also Steon, trying to make sure that certain people are not angry with the entire experience that we're supposed to be having fun. So I'm going to have to end the stream shortly. I have to go to the general store and pick up some things, like some tissue. Okay, waste. Thank you. I will use the prize to make world peace. I bet you would. World peas are good. They're yummy. Waste. Nicely done, everybody. Nicely done. Okay. I would never. I can imagine General. I would never. Oh my. Okay, everybody. I am going to be live with Jack. Let's get that into a group. Let's turn that off. Let's get all this ready to go. What are we doing? I don't even know what we're doing today. So let's jump over to the Discord. Firefly. And I don't know if you're still here, Tim, but I gotta say, your freaking bot rocks beyond belief. It is absolutely amazing. We're exploring material today in about an hour and a half. Normally, I'm going to share this just really fast. Normally, on the Firefly Discord, see all these? I would say stuff. Thankfully, great work by our great friend Tim. Took care of it. Took care of that. Oh, so good. Thanks, Shawn. Great stream today. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you, Caroline, for being here. All right. So if you have time today and if you would like to check out some material, jump on over to the Firefly Discord. That's where Jack and I are going to be in about an hour and a half. I will be back Thursday. I hope I will be back Thursday. Things are just up in the air right now, and I don't know day to day where I'm going to be. But I'm good. If hopefully I'm here. This is where I'm happy. This is where I am. You all make me happy, and I appreciate. I hope you understand how much I appreciate all of you for being here. I really, absolutely do. You completely make me feel better when I am not doing too good. So I need to say thank you for that. And I honestly, I don't know how much more I can show. So I hope you understand how much I appreciate all of you. Again, thank you for spending time with me today. Yeah. I think that's all I got. So everybody, I hope you have a great rest of the day. Stay safe. Hold on. Frank, thank you. I love you guys. Some random sub I had gifted. Yeah. Who gifted? Wait. Was that wasn't today though. That was last week. Oh, was it Uma? Uma might have given one. Anyway, okay. We don't need to talk about subs. But I appreciate the subs and the biddies and all that stuff. All right. I hope you all have a great rest of the day. Stay safe, stay creative, and just be nice. We're not going to raid anybody. We don't need that kind of pressure today. So if I don't see you later, I hope to see you in chat soon. Bye, everyone.